Welcome back. I found a Kadama. Anyway, we should be able to get back on track to where we were. Now, if I'm lucky, there we go. Wow, I did that completely wrong. Ah, interloper. Ooh, I'm in trouble. Nope, not too bad. Now, I believe up here is a shrine. There we are. Cool. This is basically your waypoint for the boss, or mid-boss, I should say. I keep calling it a boss, it's definitely not a boss. Still, let's, heart or body? Do some body. Very good. Now, there's a guy up here waiting to ambush me, if I remember correctly. Try again another life. I don't know if that showed up, but my friend is having a continuing discussion about it. Yeah, the stagger animation thing was something that, like, at first I'm like, oh, that's a bit of a problem, but then as I went, I just learned that I could and couldn't get away with overdoing it. Like, the stagger thing is really just there to stop you from R1 spamming. At least, not... doesn't actually stop you R1 spamming, it just stops you from doing it too much. Yeah, I'm using the wrong stance and I'm getting punished for it significantly. Is there a body up there? Did I see that correctly? There is. I probably dropped it down in a way I shouldn't have. Oh well. There's a lot about this I'm still not very good at. Here's where you can use a shuriken to sort of get one of them to come out. Although I think I'm pretty safe fighting just this guy here. guy's just a dead soldier? Okay. Cool, cool. There's a guy in here waiting to ambush me. Nope. Search. There's a guy suddenly telling you not to wear too heavy armor. I actually don't know what's at this entrance here. I hear a Kadama. I never found you before. Yes, I'm doing much better this time with Kadamas. There, they're trying to teach you how to dispel the yokai realm. I didn't really have that much problem with the yokai realm, whether I dispelled it or not, but it could be because I was fighting fairly weak or predictable yokai so far. Even in the second level of the game, where there were far more of them, they didn't sitting in the yokai realm didn't seem to do that much. Here's where it'll get interesting, because I wouldn't be surprised if nope. This can get nasty. I don't want to this guy's being really slow right now, but I don't want to overdo it either, because it doesn't take too much to get completely, yeah, there, see? There's me standing in it like an idiot. I don't know, they normally do things a bit more interesting than what this one's doing. Having some trouble, as you can see, getting hit in, because I'm scared to death that I'm going to die here. Oh, there you go. Went for the free hit, and he took his chance and killed me. Oh well, that was fun. Let's try it again. I'm gonna get you. Yeah, he's being much more predictable. Although I'm not hurting him very much, which is a bit of a shame. Here, man. I'll throw something in your face. Oh, of course. It has to swing up. Believe it or not, I actually beat this guy the very first time I ever fought him. It was magical. But now I'm basically trying to be intelligent about it now, rather than just being purely reflex, and it's getting me in trouble. something like that. Summon some Yokai Realm. But if you don't stand it, it doesn't really do anything. Oh. They can dodge too, unfortunately. But there you go. Not so bad. And I think I got some useful items there. Yeah. You can get the residence key. I'm stepping all over the law here, but it's okay. And the residence key opens this gate, which leads to the second part of the level, which is basically a big burning village leading to a ship. Classy. I kind of feel like going back and messing with these idiots though. Nope. I deserved every bit of that. It's actually a problem with the heavily armored samurai in general, is sometimes you go in for a hit thinking it'll like stagger them and it just won't. Sometimes they just poise their way through a great deal of what you can do. Thankfully they often exhaust themselves with their own attacks, so you can at least barely got anything left. You can just go in for the kill like that. Then you can shuriken this guy. Yeah, man. This guy is not one of the heavily armored guys, so he's a little better than your regular Suman guy, but he's not. He definitely falls for really cheap tactics, for sure. It's this other guy here, who I consider the most trouble. No draw for you. Yeah, the regular principles of wait for an attack and then follow for a counter definitely apply to this game, if you want them to. Yeah, it's just this one guy. He doesn't have any friends left, I don't think. And all that just so I could take his lousy item. Which is a pretty good twin sword, I think, but probably didn't need it. Anyway, we can finally get on with the rest of the game. There's a lot more supernatural enemies in this area. Although there's a fair amount of regular samurai as well. Let's pray at the shrine. I can level up one. For sure. We'll just go with body for most defense. I was going to ask the Kadama about the shrine. Let's see. Receive Kadama blessing. I should have a bunch of them now. Ammunition drop rate, elixir drop rate. Okay. Oracle blessing is your XP. These are your 5 kinds of drop rate, at least in the demo. They're not particularly expensive. Not yet, anyway. Anyway, I like the elixir one. Because you're about to boss, sometimes you want to have. So you may as well start gathering them now if you can. They also get through an area in general. You gotta be careful with these guys on all fours because they'll jump at you. This is where the low stance sometimes comes in real handy. As you can see, there's some yokai realm pollution ahead. That means there's a yokai nearby if we enter it. As far as I can tell, a lot of the yokai in this area you can get around, I suppose is the best way to put it, but there are plenty that you actually can't. As far as I know, this is one of them. He's pretty... like, I have trouble following his moveset. He's definitely on the fast side as far as yokai go. Oh, that was close. Thankfully he's not that strong. Oh, that looks like a good sword, to be honest. Hang on a sec. It's usually nice enough to drop an elixir too. Like, it would take a bit of using, but I would get a bunch of different stuff from this one. I think I'll use it. Of course, there's one guy with armor here, and there's a guy with arrows. I usually draw the armor guy out here. Yeah, that lightning attack component is pretty nice. If they get that, it's, I don't think it's actually called paralysis. I think paralysis is something else. But if they get the static effect on them, I think they slow down. It drains their stamina recovery and makes them move a little slower. Oh. Ow. Falling on your head is never good. Might not look like that much of a drop, but if you get pushed over, you'll go into that fun little animation and just fall down. There's a very Dark Souls 2 secret-y type thing here. There's also a thing around the corner, if I remember correctly. Nope. Got my guard at just the wrong time, huh? Can easily get rid of them with mid-stance attacks. You're actually doing pretty well, all things considered. Where did you die from? Cut down by rogue. What rogue? Where rogue? I see no rogue. You gotta be careful around here too, because there's a lot of breakable roofs. Which is super annoying. There's also a bunch of people who like to die in front of things like ladders and shrines. Try and trick you into a... like, the roof here is definitely breakable. I thought it was. Unless it's the one next to here. Ah, yeah, you see where the tile is falling in? That's definitely the sign of a breakable roof. Not quite sure what treasures are worth getting around here, but... there should be, there is there. I'm constantly pushing the wrong button. I did pull out my bow. drop down here. There should be another yokai a bit further up. Or, when I say yokai, I mean one of these zombie guys. Oh. Not a giant yokai. There he is. I like to think the lightning actually is doing a great deal here. He probably isn't. Oh, ah, crap. That's why you keep your antidotes equipped. That attack barely does any damage if you antidote it right away. Now there's a yokai there, but you don't have to engage with that one. There we go. Should be another one just over there. Thankfully the low stance attacks actually hit pretty well. There's usually a way. Search these places, looking for things. We can get a shortcut of a sort if we climb up here and head across the roofs. Trouble is, there's more collapsible roof shenanigans going on ahead of us. Oh. Damn it, I thought I dodged that. I did not. Wow. I sure screwed this up. Be nice if they would attack each other. I'm not going to be so lucky though. I think they would. They're not actually allies in this situation. Well, if I get out of this in this situation, it will be somewhat amazing. Come on. I know very well that you're not that unmotivated. Wow. Okay. That was pretty tense. Pop some elixir that I just picked up off that guy. Thankfully they're not respawning as far as I know. So I've actually achieved work, as it were. Some progress has been made. This is what confuses me. I always end up running across the roofs in the wrong manner. Oh, damn it. All you have to do is hold up block and this guy's arrows mean nothing. See that spot in the roof there though? That's a cheeky trap right there. You're supposed to run at the archer and fall into it. But I choose not. Anyway, you kick the ladder there and it helps you get up to this part of the roof next time you're here. Oh. My thinking is I may as well grab some of the items down here. I really don't think I'm going to be making it all the way to the end with no elixirs. There's still basically the last half of this area to go. This half of this half. It's a pretty substantial demo in some ways. Now there's a matchlock. You can basically get a gun and shoot it. There's a Kadama over there. How do I get to you? I think I had to just run at him from the other side. Either that or head inside one of the houses and go up. Actually, yeah, I think that is actually how you're supposed to do it. There we go. Anyway, since the video wanted to end anyway, I went back to the shrine and we're ready to go fresh again. So, start with this guy. If I'm paying attention, I can keep pulse just fine. It's just, it's such an odd mechanic to try and remember when you're busy trying to block and hit. I definitely remember it when I'm like being surrounded by Yokai Realm or something similar like that, because I'm like, oh yeah, no one wants to be engulfed by evil. At least not gross evil. Some kind of moderate evil would be okay. Damn it. That's how quickly you can mess it up. Ugh. It went for the parry. I deserve that. I should do my regular sort of dodge around kind of move, but instead I tried to be fancy and I paid for it. Not really a terrible spot to farm if you need an extra couple of levels to get you through the demo. Ow! All that dodging around and I still got hit. Oh, close. Damn high stance. Get out of high stance. There we go. At least that guy tends to drop an elixir to make up for his existence. We're gonna need some elixirs in a sec. Oh. Damn it. Sometimes I just can't see properly in this game. That's my one big criticism of it. Even if it looks nice and atmospheric, if I can't see what I'm doing, I'm gonna have a bad time. Don't tell me to calibrate my TV, because that just means making it look lighter. Anyway, we'll just climb up here. More or less just start getting on with it. Anyway, our problem here is this guy. But the only good thing about this guy is he's fairly predictable. even for a yokai. This is some pretty predictable crap he's pulling here. Just position yourself behind him if you can. There we go. Fill that with pollution. Not playing with you anymore. Away you go. Some pretty malevolent stuff happening. There we go. Yeah, there's a water barrel up there. That makes our next shortcut. So we need to get behind the buildings. And watch out for this guy. There's one time he did a grab attack on me, it pushed me into the fire behind me, and that was the end of me. Instant death. I'm looking pretty cool in this armor right now, I must say. There we go. That basically leads back to where the shrine part is.